at this point we've got Dratus installed, and I want to take a look at adding some notes into Dratus. And the first thing I actually want to do here is I actually want to create a branch. And the branch is where I'm going to put some notes into. So I select my branch here, and now I can add a note. And notes are pretty simple, just I'm going to say something like to do later. And now I can add in like a list, for example. I want to do some scanning with Nmap, testing with Nessus and Nexpose, and exploiting with Metasploit. So now I can take a look at the preview, and this is what the note will actually look like. So I can save that there, and now I've got a note here, and if I just click on it, I've got to do later. Now I've got some additional notes that I could add. I could say, for example, Nessus follow-up. And I could have a number of things that I actually wanted to follow up on. So you can see the notes are actually pretty useful here. And of course I can have multiple branches, and I could say like new branch here. And then when I go to the new branch, I could add some more notes. So I've got a way to actually really put the data or information that I've got into an order that actually makes some sense for me. I could even add additional branches by just doing an add child here. So now I've got a child node, and I could say Nessus, for example. So now I've got something under here, and I could add a note into there and say Nessus follow-ups. And so I've got all of my data organized. I've got a nice little tree structure over here. I've got notes where I want them over here. You can see all of the notes that we created earlier that were on the top level, and now I've got another one underneath it. Now, the one thing that I'm actually missing here is doing categories, and so we'll take a look at doing the different categories coming up next.